4%, which is also not in a legally binding document. And secondly, to the issue that you said that how much do you expect a country to do? No, it's not. No, we're not comparing if US is agreeing to pay $100 billion or $200 billion dollars. We want a document. We want results. US didn't even sign the Kyoto Protocol. US comes in the last ditch effort made by Obama. I mean, US takes the credit for getting things passed. But does the United States government, which is one of the significant players in the carbon emission market, so to say, but is still not giving results? I mean, they are not taking responsibility for any sort of a thing. So what developing countries need today is legally binding documents from the developed countries in accordance with historical responsibility that they will, in the future, reduce carbon emission cuts.
Any refutations from the judges? Thank you all, team. While the results are being compiled, I would request our honourable judges to say a few words. I request Justice Vivekananda to share his views.
Okay. Question for and again. Good evening. It's my first time that I've come here and to listen to the youngsters talk about environment. When we were in school and college, it was hardly a topic of discussion. We never realized it's going to undergo such a change within the next 20-25 years. And one just has to pick up the journals coming out and dealing with the Supreme Court cases. Almost 10% of the matters do deal with environment, and there has been so much development on that side. Principles like precautionary principle, sustainable development, polluter pays principle. All these developments have now taken place in the last about 15 years, and in times to come, perhaps it's going to increase, and you people are going to face far more challenges on that. I have, for the first time, when I understood what is envisaged and required under the Environment Protection Act, I realized that the people's participation when the environment projects are considered has also been now envisaged and required. And for the first time, we perhaps see democracy in action, because that's where, when the environment assessment report is prepared, is put across and made available to the citizens, there is a public hearing which takes place, in which the citizens have the right to present and give their views before the project is clear. The Copenhagen Summit itself, unfortunately, has not been a great success, and in spite of the fact that Kyoto Protocol was treated as a big step forward, unfortunately it's not gone that way. There are problems, there are huge problems. Obviously each country wants to protect its own point of view and project its economic interest, and that's the primary game. We have to move forward, because ultimately if something wrong happens, whether it's whether it's rise in the sea water levels, or there is a patch up in the sky, we all suffer, and ultimately something has to be done about it. And it's just a matter of time when we realize the consequences and the changes become more apparent and are felt, that these things will have to be undertaken at a very rapid pace. I hope we'll be up to it, and we'll be able to come up to the challenges which are being faced. Thank you.
I invite Justice Pradeep Nandrajog to share his views.
Good morning to all. Wow. It's nice to be in educational institutes, of all the other things that makes you feel very young. And when I crossed 50, I entered the youth of old age, and I look to you. I feel very happy because I see the middle age of youth, and that makes me feel younger and more motivated. It was a very pleasurable experience being here to listen to what the next generation feels about emerging issues. You know, these issues would become matter of debate. They would remain as some kind of statistics as far as our generation is concerned. You have to live through all this. Go back globally, and if you would see that when the earth got created, I think the Homo sapien came very late. And see, the world was living in great harmony even till the sapien was there. And then came this Homo sapien who thought that he is very smart, he can walk on his 2 feet and he can use his hands to manipulate.